Welcome back to What Is Ken Doing? Well, it's a sad day in the zombie hunter shop. This is the 87 Grand National that was going to be a zombie car, and I put it into the orange pond and waited a day and a half and came back, and this is what I found. You can see that the paint was in fact stripping, but at the same time so was the plastic. And I looked in there, and my first clue was when I saw my 68 Corvette steering wheel and dashboard sitting there melting away. That's what's left of the steering wheel. And so I was hoping that the body was salvageable, and so I real quick pulled it out, and this is what I found. And you can see that it is really not salvageable anymore. It is just a big soft mess of junk. So unfortunately, that project is going by the wayside until I find a different body to use for the zombie hunter. But just wanted to show you that, and I'm sure that's probably happened to lots of people in the past. You know, I know Dr. Cranky has talked about some really cool projects that he's gotten along and took them out of the pond and had to throw them away. And so, but the stuff that I was using is right in here. This is my pond. Actually, I bought a Rubbermaid style shoebox at the dollar store, poured the stuff in, and it promptly leaked right out the bottom. So this is an old bucket from construction nails, and I figured that was strong enough. But that is Super Citrus cleaner. And I'll stop the camera here for a second. I'll get the label out to show you exactly what it is. By the way, it is a fantastic chrome dechromer. If you watch your parts, it takes about 20 minutes to suck the chrome right off of a part. But just don't leave them in there, because you've seen what happens. Fortunately, I was able to get the stuff out fast enough, because this is an old 427 Chevy out of a 66 Chevelle that from when I was a kid, and you can kind of see like I've really butchered the heck out of it, but it's still salvageable. It's got a little bit of craze on it, but I think that I can clean it up enough to still be able to use it in a future zombie project. So anyway, I'm going to show you the bottle of what it is that I used here. Alright, this is the stuff that I was using, and I'll tell you what, this is some amazing cleaner. I use it on everything from mild projects up to degreasing engines, and you know, in various different strengths. It might work well for doing this stuff if I diluted it by maybe even half, but I'm not willing to take that chance after I've seen what it does full strength. So anyway, I'm not going to dump it out. This stuff's like 12 bucks a gallon, and that's almost a half a gallon sitting in the bucket right now. So I'll just filter it and use it for what it's intended for. So I'm going to take the rest of the world's advice and go with the traditional Purple Power, and we'll give that a shot instead. But hope to save you all the frustration and the money of making this mistake. Some of you might be wondering why I'm working on the CJ when just last week you saw me doing videos of the Myers-Manx, and this is a big part of it right here. Last week I was doing some stuff and went ahead and mixed up the paint for the dune buggy using Dr. Cranky's method of using the nail polish on it, and this is the nail polish that I'm using right here. It's NYC Purple Pizzazz Frost. It's, you know, kind of a metallic purple, and I'm going to use some glitter overlay on it. And this is the bottle that I use to mix it in. These are just little plastic containers that came from Hobby Lobby. Well, you know, I've put some regular model paint in one of them, and it's been there for several weeks, and it's been just fine. And when I went and thinned down the nail polish with lacquer thinner instead of acetone, I think is what I used last time, it came down 2 days later, and this is what has happened to the bottle. The lacquer thinner has literally melted the plastic and just absolutely collapsed the bottle. So back to the store I go for more nail polish, and going to talk to somebody about starting to collect up maybe some small baby food jars to keep stuff in. Because folks, I'll tell you what, the glass jars to store this stuff in are a couple dollars a piece, and I don't really want to have money tied up in things like that when I could be tying my money up in the kits themselves. So anyway, just another little warning. Hopefully it'll save you some heartache and some frustration, and you know, don't do this. Lacquer thinner apparently eats plastic. Let us know what's going on in your world, and if you haven't done it yet, subscribe to us. We'd love to see you here, and we're trying to give you all kinds of good tips and show you what's going on here in our workshop. Until next time, this is Ken, and we'll talk to you later.